Did you hear about the millions of dollars that Bill Clinton and the Clinton Foundation received from a controversial group? Did you hear about this, Jody? Came out last night. Former President Bill Clinton collected $5.6 million in fees from GEMS, G-E-M-S Education, a Dubai-based company. Now, do you know what this Dubai-based company is, Jody?
There is no telling.
No, well, no, remember, you have the Clintons, right? Democrats, very pro-LGBT, very pro-woman, right? I mean, that's what the Democrats are. They love women.
That's what they say.
All about women. They're all about LGBT. Well, the GEMS Education, the Dubai-based company, teaches Sharia law through its network of more than 100 schools in the Middle East, Asia, and Africa, according to the Daily Caller News Foundation investigation. The company's finances strictly adhere to, quote, Sharia finance, which includes giving a religious tax of 1/8 of proceeds dedicated to funding Islamic jihad. The company contributed millions of dollars to the Clinton Foundation. Former president served as the honorary chairman for GEMS Education from 2011 to 2014, according to federal tax returns he filed with his wife. His biggest paycheck from the closely held company, which is incorporated in the Cayman Islands, was in 2014 when he pocketed $2.1 million. It's unclear if Bill received income from the Middle Eastern firm in 2015, since Hillary has not yet released her tax return for that year. GEMS boasted in a 2013 bond prospectus that is the, quote, the only foreign group approved for educational services in Saudi Arabia. GEMS facilities in Saudi Arabia taught 1,600 students in 2013. Saudi Arabia, of course, where Wahhabism, the strictest form of Sharia, is observed. So Bill Clinton getting a little Sharia law money. How about that?
I expect nothing less.
No. You think anyone over at CNN is going to run with this story? You think that MSNBC, maybe that Chris Matthews going to get a thrill up his leg and talk about this?
No.
GEMS distributed a job notice in 2014 for a director of Islamic and Cultural Studies for its campuses in the Saudi Kingdom. Skills for the position included proficiency in Sharia law and Sharia to help develop a curriculum. The company also acts as an educational consultant in Egypt, Jordan, and Libya, all really good buddies with the U.S. and freedom. Clinton's relationship with the Sharia-oriented educational firm drew critical reviews from anti-terror experts. But, this is something that I'm sure will be swept under the rug. It won't matter. Just like all the other Clinton Foundation donations that no one seems to want to talk about. When it comes to Hillary Clinton, who she recruited to give to the Clinton Foundation, the speaking fees that she received, the speaking fees that Bill received, the preferential treatment that was handed out to those who gave to the Clinton Foundation. Many of those, nice treatments came from or went to countries that aren't really good friends of the U.S. and not really good friends of the Democratic Party and what the Democratic supposedly stands for, which is pro-LGBTQ plus minus question mark and pro-women. You look at Saudi Arabia and how they treat women, it's not very good. You see how Sharia law and those who adhere to Sharia treats gay men and women. Just see how ISIS treats those in the LGBTQ community. It's not exactly a pretty picture. But this is who the Clintons took money from. Took money from a group, an educational firm, A Dubai-based company. All their holdings are in the Cayman Islands, so that way everything's a little bit more secretive. Just a little bit more secretive, and it's distributed out to the Clintons. And so Bill Clinton raked in, according to the Daily Caller, raked in about $5.1 million. That's a pretty good amount of money. $5.6 million. That's not bad. That's pretty good money from making that off Sharia law. That's not too bad at all. I guess if you had no principles or ethics or anything else, then sure, you'd love to take money from that company. And to serve as the honorary chairman? I don't know if I'd want that title. Jody, would you want the title just from what you know about the gym's education?
No, not me.
You wouldn't want that title of honorary chairman? Okay. Well.
You probably wouldn't let me help on the show.
Yeah, Bill Clinton, listen, I have no problem pressing women. I mean, you guys should see what I did back in Arkansas. Okay, I mean, this is nothing. I've got no problem with this at all. Just don't tell everybody. Just hand over the money. That's all you need to do. Just don't tell anybody. I'll take that $5.6 million, no problem. Meanwhile, Hillary Clinton, she's got people up on stage. I did not know this, that Hillary Clinton apparently had a transgender, I guess, female? I don't know. I don't know how that works. If you're a transgender woman, I guess that means you went from a man to a woman. But had a transgender female speak at the convention. I missed that part, thankfully. But I wonder how that transgender speaker would feel about Bill Clinton and the Clinton Foundation taking in money from an educational, quote unquote, educational firm tied to Sharia law. You know, this is the stuff. I mean, you lay this case out against the Clintons, which is something that I hope Trump will get back on message to do. And you lay this out to Democrats and to independents and to Republicans, and you start laying all this out to the Clintons. How could you elect somebody like that? Could you imagine the uproar if Barack Obama had received $5.6 million from a Sharia law company? And people would be going nuts. And I mean, here you have a direct tie from an education firm that teaches Sharia law, Sharia finance, which Sharia finance finances radical jihadism. And they gave money to the Clintons and to the Clinton Foundation. I'm sorry, this should be headline news on every station. 770-5790, toll free 1-800-687-0790. Chat, HD Show, KFYO. We'll be right back. Let's head to the phones. And first up, we got Jay. Jay, you're on KFYO.
Hey, Chad, how are you doing this morning?
Doing well. How are you?
Not too bad. And I don't remember if I heard this on Rush or if I heard it on Hannity, but they started delving into the father of the soldier they had there at the Democratic Convention con, and his law practice is Sharia compliant and has been advocating that all laws should be subordinate to Sharia and Sharia compliant here in the United States. I wonder why we've never heard that.
Well, and I've seen some stories on this. CNN had a story on it the other day. They had, I guess it was Katrina Pearson, who was on Fox, and she said that as well. And then I've seen conflicting information on it. And honestly, I haven't gone into a lot of depth because he's not running for president.
Well, I understand, but you just keep saying this around Hillary Clinton. All of this is sliminess.
Oh, yeah.
And I do not understand why the American people have not opened their eyes to these people. I mean, Trump is not the very best choice that we could have ever made.
Right.
But he is a ton better
than
Hillary ever would be.
Well, you look at Hillary's, and again, this is why yesterday, and I had people who emailed me yesterday going, Chad, why do you think that he has to stay on message? Because if you lay out the case against Hillary and keep laying it out,
it's ugly.
I mean, come on. Yeah, I mean, and you almost have to spend between now and Election Day to bring out all of her skeletons. I mean, there's just so much time in a day that you have to lay out. And there's so much against Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton and what they have done since even before Bill was in the Oval Office, that you lay all of that out. Honestly, Trump just has to win by default.
That's true. And if I agree with you. Makes you want to just go to New York or wherever he's at, smack him upside the head and go, hey, leave Paul Ryan alone, leave Ted Cruz alone, get Hillary.
Yeah. I mean, with all the stuff that is out there, you lay out the case against Hillary, and you don't even have to lay out everything. You just lay out from her time as Secretary of State until now, and you lay that out. Any reasonable, and I throw that out there as, reasonable people in 2016, but any reasonable person would have to say she is way too corrupt, way too filthy to be president of the United States.
Oh, yeah, and just the fact that I guess I don't understand why there wasn't 5,000 veterans standing out in front of that place, chanting, Ford died, she lied, then said, what difference does it make now?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know why somebody in the Trump organization hadn't thought that up.
Well, they probably tried to make it happen, but the Democrats apparently built a wall around the Democratic convention, so not a lot could be seen.
Well, that is true, and there was not going to be any press coverage of anything like that at the Democratic convention.
No, not at all. No.
Thanks, when you have I'll let you later.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Yeah, the press is not going to go out and see veteran crew. No, they don't want that to happen. Plus, let's be honest. Everybody was a little bit too busy doing other stuff. They had work to do. That's why you don't have a bunch of Republicans during the week protesting. You got jobs. You got stuff to go and do, right? You don't have time to take off for a week and hang outside the convention hall in Philadelphia. And why would you want to? With all the other stuff that they had going on, I'm sure they had the anarchists out and the Bernie supporters and all that, and all those groups. Why would you even want to hang out there? It just couldn't have been too much fun. Well, before the break, let's head back to the phones. And John, you're on KFYO. Hello, John.
Good morning, Chad. Say, I think you ought to start giving talks and bringing in millions and all that, don't you?
You know what? I'm fine with it. Just not from Sharia companies. I don't want any of that.
Right.
I don't want any of that money.
Right. Hey, what I was calling about was, and I can't remember exactly when, but and perhaps if you've researched this, you might know it used to be that political dignitaries couldn't accept gifts from foreign countries, or if they did, it was then given somehow to the government, put in a museum or something like that. And I especially remember with the Reagans that, but I don't know, and I can't remember who else. But
well, if you're president, you can't. Now, was it the Clintons who took furniture from the White House? Do I remember that correctly? Yeah. Was that right, Jody? Okay. I was younger when the Clintons left the White House.
Yeah. Right.
But I think I remember the Clintons taking furniture and some other things. They weren't supposed to do that. There you go. There's something else. I bet the Trumps have never stolen furniture out of anywhere when they've left. But no, you as an elected official, as president, you're not supposed to, because you're accepting that gift on behalf of the American people. I think once you're out of office, it's whatever.
Oh, then you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, you can. Well, that you can become a multimillionaire.
Yeah, right. Which they do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's fine. But what if you are president? You're technically not supposed to.
Yeah.
Those aren't your gifts.
Yeah. Right. You'll have to remember that when you become president.
That's right. You can't take the furniture. Dang it! It's good furniture too. All right. Thanks, John. Appreciate it.
Yeah, sure. Thanks. So long.
Yeah, I thought I remembered that the Clintons took. Just how do you get that out of there?
Yeah, there was silverware missing, and
was that
I don't even remember what else.
I wonder what was Hillary just stuffing her. I know they were poor when they left. Remember, they were poor. They had to live in the RV.
Not a penny to their name.
Along with Wendy Davis, they had to live in an RV somewhere, and they were poor when they left. So what was Hillary just shoving the good? Now, if it was a good steak knife, I'm not going to blame Hillary on that. Okay, Who hasn't looked at a good steak knife and gone, can I put that in the to-go box? Is that allowed? Can I sneak that out of here? Like maybe she just tried to get a steak knife out. Although Bill can't eat meat anymore, so I don't know why they did that. But yeah, they took cutlery. Am I correct that they took a chair? Am I remembering that right?
I don't remember the details. I'm sure we could find out.
I'm sure there's something. But see, that's something that a lot of people forgot. It just came up. It just popped up in my mind. Oh, yeah, they stole furniture from the White House. That's our furniture that they took from the White House. Technically, it belongs to the American people. And they just is up and left with it.
Yeah.
Well, it was...
People were more concerned with giving missile guidance to the Chinese and things like that back then.
Yeah. Well, and some of it probably was, Bill said, that was used with some, late nights with Monica, so let's just go ahead and take that. Like, if there was a couch, they probably just, okay, let's just get that out of here. I'm just saying, Jody.
Yep, you're
okay?
probably right there.
That's something that W probably said, just go ahead and get it out. Just go ahead. Y'all take it. It's yours. I don't want the stains of the Clintons.
The movers come in with plastic latex gloves.
Oh, the hazmat crew went in. All right, now I have a lot of memories in that chair, okay? A lot of memories. Now, you just put that in the back of the U-Haul. Let's go. I could see Hillary putting the cutlery in her purse, yelling at Bill, just go.